time.
There were immediate allegations Bormann, along with Joseph Mengele, escaped to South America. And for years, sightings were reported. Then in 1972, German construction workers digging a trench in Berlin uncovered the skeletons of two men. They were just 36 feet from where Arthur Oxman claimed to have seen Bormann's dead body. German authorities claimed one was Bormann, and in 1998, they conducted DNA tests to confirm it. There were facts uncovered during the forensic autopsy which point to a cover-up.
Yes, I do believe the skeleton belongs to Martin Bormann. However, I think it had traveled.
Thomas believes the skull was exhumed from Paraguay and reburied in Berlin to hide the fact that Martin Bormann really had survived the war and escaped.
The problem was this. When you come to Bormann's skull, it was encased in red clay. All the other bones in that area were clean, with no trace of clay on them.
The red clay is unlike any found in Berlin, but it is similar to the earth found in the Ita region of Paraguay, where Bormann is rumored to have fled. And there were other inconsistencies.
The skeleton were incomplete. Some of the vertebrae were missing. There were several worn teeth which had fillings, not recorded in the original records.
Criminals have been known to move bodies in order to lead investigators away from the evidence at the real crime scene.
Things like this have happened. Bodies have suddenly reappeared in another grave.
But if Bormann didn't die in Berlin, where did he go? Graham Wood is a journalist researching the link between Bormann and Odessa. He begins his hunt with a clue in Asunción, the capital of Paraguay.
Here we have someone claiming that Martin Bormann was in Paraguay and that he died in 1959.
Paraguay's Ministry of Justice contains documents known as the Terror Files. They detail the torture, kidnappings, and corruption committed by former dictator Alfredo Stroessner, a Nazi sympathizer of German descent. Under his rule, hundreds of SS officers may have been granted safe passage into the country.
This is a document dated from the 24th of August in 1961. One of the interesting things about this document is that it brings both Nazi criminals together. It was Mengele and Bormann. Bormann, who was sick with stomach cancer in Asunción, and then, according to this, Mengele, who came to treat him under the name of Don Fritz in 1959.
The document says Mengele was called to Bormann's side.
It says here that Bormann and Mengele were both in an area of Paraguay called Hohenau. They lived on the property of a man named Alban Krug.
But there was little Mengele could do to save Bormann.
In April, they received intelligence that Martin Bormann had died in 1959 in Asunción of stomach cancer, and that soon afterward his body was taken to a cemetery in Ita, Paraguay. If this is true, it's truly shocking.
The presence of Bormann in Paraguay could be proof not only of Odessa, but also of a major cover-up.
There's the mention of a lot of places, a lot of names, and if there was a network of people who were trying to help Mengele and Bormann, we have a pretty good sense from these documents of where we would want to go in Paraguay to find out who they were and where they were.
The town of Hohenau was founded in 1900 by German immigrants, and many here were loyal to the fatherland and sympathetic to the Nazi cause. making it the perfect hiding place for fugitives like Mengele and Bormann. Wood finds a shipping company named Krug, the same as the man alleged to have housed Mengele and Bormann. The owner turns out to be Albán's grandson.
¿Conoce Albán Krug?
Sí, él era mi abuelo.
Su abuelo.
Sí.
¿Y él todavía está viviendo? ¿O?
No, él falleció hace muchos años.
He's too young to remember Bormann or Mengele, but tells Wood the farmhouse they stayed in is on the outskirts of town. Wood discovers it off a remote, muddy road. It was sold years ago by the family.
In the archive, we kept seeing the name Albán Krug, and that's his farmhouse right there. Josef Mengele, according to the documents, lived there, and so did Martin Bormann. Mengele, we know, was there for about 15 months, and we can see why he would have come to a place like this. This is the middle of nowhere in southern Paraguay. It was very, very difficult for us to reach here, and no way to find his place unless you really know where you're going.